Hey there folks, welcome back to Mass Effect 3. I'm the Mysterious JG, and although I can hardly believe it myself, I think it's time for us to help the Krogan. Because it's time for us to cure the Genophage.
Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
What do you know?
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, sir.
That's 2 eyes. I just want eyes. Wait, never mind.
New form of Reaper, Shepherd, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight. They just got one.
Motherfuckers.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
Fucking... We're here... Technically, not that it makes any sense. This is like Tales of Vesperia level plot retardation here. Pardon my French, but this plot is made by a retarded sex slave. Rather than coming to help the Krogan so that the Krogan can aid Earth, Shepherd went to Palaven to get the help of the Turians, who won't help him unless he gets the Krogan to help them. So we came here to help the Krogan, so they can help the Turians, and then they can help Earth. With the chalice and the palace and the real, the deal, whatever. But it's like, you know, why is this guy here if not to fucking help the Krogan so that the Krogan can help him? I guess, I don't know. The thing is that they're fighting and they're desperate, and without the Krogan's help, they'll fall. So they need the Krogan to help, but they're not, you know, it just, seriously, dude.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
You fucking
Combined
help.
attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility. Finish synthesizing cure.
I wonder who
We
that
need
small
Eve to
team
come
will
with
be
us.
led by. Eve? Oh, sorry. I got Eve mixed up with Edie for a minute. I was like, you're going to force me to use Edie? Why? But no, it's... yeah. Failure isn't an option, motherfuckers. I mean...
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even
Well,
a
you
doubt.
killed Sarah and is
Hijack.
occupied by
It's time
Sovereign,
to
but...
cure the Genophage.
Don't call me Pyjack, I'm helping the Krogan. Have you ever thought about that?
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the common for you.
It's from a,
Tali'Zorah?
sorry.
Commander Shepherd, we know you've reached Tuchanka,
Oh, good.
and by now I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
Are you spying on us?
Yeah.
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you.
Although I am
Commander,
spying on
you
you.
can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the Genophage will end in lasting peace?
Nah, but we need him temporarily. When they said message marked urgent, I was trying to spit out, you have a message from the Prince of Sudan and he wants you to give him your bank information, but yeah. Seriously, you know, the Solarians as a people in this game are generally likable. Which is a tall order considering they're responsible for the Genophage. But it seems like they've decided to put everything nasty about the Solarians and concentrate it in this character, which is sort of a shame because she's the only female Solarian we ever meet. So it's like, is it sexist that the only Solarian we ever meet is who's really, really, really nasty piece of work as a female? And the answer is, you know, what the fuck ever. But still, it's kind of odd.
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What
Says the
will
guy who saved the
happen is
Rachni.
Krogan will reproduce out of control.
So we'll have to
We
fight the
uplifted them
Rachni.
specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Tali'Zorah?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
I shouldn't have told you that.
Will likely detect this malfunction and repair it.
Oh, that's why she did
But
it.
if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be.
What is he looking at?
Let Erdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never
Ooh,
stand for that.
teleporting.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
What are you
Think about it,
doing?
Commander. The choice is yours.
He's skipping and teleporting and doing a lot of weird stuff. It's a ridiculous, like, little war assets decision you gotta make. The Solarians give you war assets instead of the Krogans giving you war assets, but it all comes out in the wash. So it's really a choice of... I mean, who the fuck would choose at this point in the game to sentence the Krogan to extinction? Seriously. But you can go that way. I mean, and, you know, you could even logic your way through to how the Krogan will be bad news. If there was any way to get the Solarians to join in with this coalition while the Krogans are part of it too, that would be the logical thing to do, at least until the Reapers are dealt with, and then the Krogan might be a problem down the line. And you can convince yourself the Krogan are too dangerous to be allowed to come back, even if the Reapers haven't been eliminated yet. Blah 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 blah. There's all different ways to approach it, but I'll tell you this much: I've never played through and made the Genophage fail. Or sorry, the Genophage cure fail. But I went on YouTube and saw like the gameplay videos for what happens if you do, and you have to be a cold-blooded motherfucker to play through the dialogue and interrupt choices required when you get to the end of this mission. So maybe when we get there I'll describe them a bit, but in the meantime we're going to rescue the Krogan species. It kind of sort of feels like we should use Garrus and Liara since they've been with us all along, and this is pretty monumental stuff. Javik, I don't know. There might be interesting dialogue where he argues the morality of bringing the Krogan back when, you know, we just need to take them out later anyway. And from a combat perspective, I think I've been finding James and Garrus the most useful. But we're going to go with Garrus and Liara. Because as much fun as it would be to have them, neither Rex nor Grunt will actually be squad members. Rex will be present in a story capacity throughout. Grunt, not so much. So we get to play with the weapons loadout, which includes playing with our own weapons loadout. What would happen if we were to replace the spare ammo thing with this? Our weight would max out. This weapon reduction by 10% would max out, which would give us a 49% power recharge speed penalty. How much does our damage go up for doing that? I mean, it increases damage by a decent amount. Ignores 35% of armor targets' defenses. This stupid thing moving back and forth on its own is irritating the hell out of me because I want to read it. I want to control the scroll and I can't. So yeah, I can go through. It can go through a certain amount of cover. It ignores armor to, you know, not ignores, but decreases. Yeah. Weapon damage is basically very, very high. I could also go with this where I get my smoke thing. That won't matter. This is not a mission. We'll be fighting Cerberus. Piercing mod. This brings me just as much damage boost, but it doesn't add in the ignores armor and whatever, and the weight comes back down. And then this is of course the one that almost doubles my spare shot capacity. can't do the concentration mod with ultralight materials. That's interesting. I didn't think that they had overlap. But, let's stick with what we had. I suppose I could... Is that the... Did I end up with what I wanted? Yeah, I did. I could, instead of spare thermal clip, I could try for the boosted damage, but... I mean, the damage is already excellent. Liara hasn't had upgrades in a while. But she's pretty much got the upgrades that Shepherd has, except there's no point using ultra light materials for her. So let's see what we can use instead. We can do damage boost. That would be the one that would make the most sense, because she's not going to have problems with ammo capacity. We'll go with damage boost. Doesn't do a whole lot, but nothing else does anything with her. And then what if I got ultralight and the scope? She's got the scope and damage boost. That's fine. Garrus, my man. What is this other one we've got for him? Increases damage by 7.5. Yeah, so we're like doubling up the damage boost, so that's pretty sweet. No wonder he was killing stuff in a major way, and these are probably still our best mods here. I mean, we could try to pierce cover, increases accuracy. I'll probably want him using the sniper rifle anyway. Didn't get any level up, sadly, so I can't boost my sticky grenades awesomeness. Can't do anything with you either, or you. We're just a little bit short of what we need to get our next round of crap for you guys. So, let's get going on the mission. Be our last mission on Tuchanka, I do believe, because we did all the optional ones first. You can do this early and do the optional ones after. I don't think there was any dialogue in those missions that specifically references whether the Genophage is still in place.
It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Sweet.
Krogan history filled with defining moments. Most bloody. Hope this one better.
Yeah, mouth off, Solarian.
Commander, you seem troubled.
So, this starts you down the heel road to getting Solarian resources instead of rescuing the Krogan from the Genophage. I'm not really interested in that path, though, so let's right off the bat fess up to what's going on. If you can kind of play it close to the chest, you'll be given a couple of opportunities to switch her up and do the right thing. If you keep this to yourself for a while before you go down the right path, it'll change the dialogue. And if memory serves, eventually Morden is going to figure out there's a sabotage, and there'll be some pretty harsh dialogue if he figures it out. And I think he logics out that you knew as well, and didn't tell him. I don't remember exactly how it goes. But yeah, if there was any like dialogue trees where you're like, okay, JG didn't showcase it, and I'm not going to. But if like there's any dialogue trees that I would recommend, go hunt that down and watch it, because it's interesting. After you've watched me play through this whole, it'll take more than one video, play through the Curing the Genophage missions, go back and check out what happens if you fuck the Krogan over, because it gets pretty intense. Give him credit for that. I like the way that was written. But if you've been anything other than a total heartless renegade son of a bitch up to that point, it is massively out of character for, Shepherd to suddenly screw over the Krogan in favor of the Solarians. Because the Krogan aren't going to know. The Krogan are going to end up going to war to save the Turians, thinking that they've been safe from the Genophage. But you'll get eventually one specific Krogan is going to figure it out. Assuming that that specific Krogan, who shall remain nameless, survived on Beermeyer. So that kind of told you who it is.
I got a message from the...
Oh, never mind. It doesn't even let you reveal it at this point.
The Reapers are already at the hollows. Come out with guns easy.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
They're not Reapers, they're Reaper forces. If there's a Reaper at the Hollows, you guys would all be dead.
Shepherd, keep them away from the female. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
Yeah, the Krogans aren't really as good in a fight as you would think.
Now move. Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Well, there's a bunch of Krogan around. Of course it's ugly. Haha. Oh, that's right, you're on Palaven. Probably a waste of sniper rifle ammo, really, but... Oh, you're already down, huh? I suppose this isn't the gun to be using here. Wait, 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 wait! Damn it! What did I just do? Why did I... Oh, well. I guess I gotta melee you, because I don't have time to switch weapons. Man, I wish you could hack husks. Oh, good job. Liara, welcome back to life. Here's some squad points for you. Increase damage or increase impact radius. I'm going with radius. I'm going with radius. So yeah, I'm working on having grenades that don't do really all that hot damage, but, you know, hey, at least they fucking do something. How much damage does Incinerate do? 360. So it does more damage than Incinerate, although Incinerate does burning damage over time. Sorry, I need a drink of water here. You guys each get one more level of something. Neural shock or recharge speed. An extra 2.17 27 seconds. I'm gonna go with the neural shock, which is its own separate, completely separate power in Mass Effect 1, but didn't really get a whole lot of love in later games. And eventually, we're gonna work on chain overload. And you are going to go for headshots because ammo capacity, I believe, has no impact. Could be wrong. I think it does nothing for these guys. Whoa, your face was right in the middle of that lock.
Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
Oh, they actually killed a Reaper? Or are they talking about the Reaper
We have to get to the shroud.
minions?
The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepherd. Vitals are strong.
What's a
Yeah, I didn't
Solarian
ask.
doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Oh.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Quick multi-Krogan. Sorry. Time to stare into the void, guys. I've lost track of what time it is in the video, so this seems like a fun screen on which to stop and find out. And, got about 10 minutes to fill here. Reeve is I think Reeve is the guy who's the head of the Krogan if you killed Rex on Beermeyer. He's like Rex's brother. And, again, oddly, it doesn't change that much in the story. Except, I think when you get to this point, he's more of a pain in the ass. But yeah, he's you meet him, you don't meet him at all in the second game, I think, if Rex is still alive. So he's kind of the surrogate Rex. But in this game, they actually establish that he exists even when Rex is alive, which is nice.
Who are you?
Erdnot Reeve, brood brother to our illustrious leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan.
Headbutt coming.
We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
Well, I mean, it's easier to flay them in their own blood if they're in your home.
The Solarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the Genophage.
Is that what's going on?
Gave us the Genophage. Why should we trust him?
What, is he gonna give you double Genophage? How much worse can it get?
And so will you.
Dumb sons of bitches.
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the
Inspiring
enemies
music.
you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight.
You guys, pointlessly.
Who will join me?
Well, who will join me? Come on, guys. This is getting awkward.
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan.
Shepherd, this goes for you too. Inspiring. And there's no way for that dialogue not to come out with everyone teaming up together, so don't worry about it too much.
This is Turian Wing Artemech. Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemech. We're on our way.
Of course, you can unlock at any time, but still.
Reed isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the Genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
With
I'll
headbutts.
demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of Genophage, expansion plan, problematic.
They have earned it. Still. Let's explore a bunch of other crap dialogue options.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
They headbutted a lot.
Always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people.
Proud of their
They had
ability to
tools,
reproduce
a
quickly.
future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference.
No, we destroyed Tachanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
Manly
Now our
nuclear
planet
war.
is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Rex.
What? With the Genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Rex just
Commander, on
foul,
shuttle.
dude.
Was there something you were going to say?
There was, but you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I guess this is your first real chance to do it. Unless suddenly you hit a pothole and it's prevented again.
The Tali'Zorah tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning.
Morden, she mentioned you. She's very complimentary.
She thought we wouldn't know better?
Correct.
Yeah, well.
Would likely have fooled tests, but familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
No, the same genocide.
I told you we could count on him.
To pop some out.
Why are we stopping?
Because the plot requires it. We gotta get out and fight on foot, otherwise there's no mission. See, this prevents them from having dialogue with Rex. They had to ride in a different car. Hey, it's the ruins of a Krogan amusement park, apparently. The Wonder Wheel was over there.
Rex, you and Morton stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
I know you guys got mad combat skills, so we're never gonna see, but... Oh man, a big fat load of Paragon points. Check that shit out right there. Just like, wow. Shepherd, you're gonna rescue an entire sapient species. I'd say that's worth 20-something Paragon points on a meter that has probably like 1,000. Excuse me. Well, I think we might be just a little short, but our last video was really long, and bottom line here is we've hit kind of a neat stopping point. But yeah, now that we're out on foot with our squad members with us, and with a convenient excuse for Rex and Eve and Morton not to be with us. Pardon me. Sorry, I need to get to bed soon. But yeah, you can pretty much bet that it's time to actually start the mission now. So we'll be doing that next time. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank... I want to not be able to talk. But I also want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more of Mass Effect 3. Bye-bye.